Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you've had an amazing week. Today, for this episode of Sunday School, we are going to be talking about Liquid Mirror. Now, this product has been really well received, very popular, but comes with a couple pitfalls that some people are having some issues with getting really proper application, having it last really well. So I'm going to be going over a couple really good tips for you guys today on how to get the best finish out of your Liquid Mirror. Let's get started. So Liquid Mirror, what is it, right? Basically what this product is a chrome formulation in a volatile solution. So as we apply this to the nail, if we put it on a sponge or apply it directly to the nail and buff it in, that solution will evaporate and leave a beautiful chrome finish. In this way, we are able to use less product. We don't have to worry about getting really messy with powders all over the skin and in the sidewalls, which may affect our lasting power. And we can build it up a little bit more easily so we can really have a lot of control of this product. It's just a little bit of a different application method than like a traditional chrome. So we're going to talk about prep first. What we're going to do to get this on perfectly, what's going to go underneath. So what goes underneath our Liquid Mirror to make it look absolutely flawless? First and foremost, we need to understand that because this is a liquid mirror, it is a shiny, highly reflective surface that we're applying to the nail. If our base isn't perfectly smooth, you're gonna see every dip, every bubble, every nook, every cranny, every little bit of imperfection in that base. So you need to make sure you have a really beautiful structure to the nail. So for example, I will show you this nail here. So this is Nail Thought's Peach Base, number 3, definitely one of our more popular products that I've applied a nice structure to, and I've applied the Liquid Mirror in Peacock over top. And you can see, looking at that line of light from my ring light, very smooth. And that's because I applied a structural application of this base and then followed it up with a structural application of my top coat too, to make sure everything is super duper smooth, so that when I apply my Liquid Mirror, you don't see any imperfections at all, and you don't have any breaks in your line of light, and it looks absolutely flawless. Having a structural base of a semi-hard gel or a hard gel will also help with the lasting power of this Liquid Mirror, or any chrome for that matter, because it is going to help prevent the nail from bending and flexing too much, which will prevent any kind of delamination of this product. So with the top coat, I feel like this might be where some people are having some issues. If you are trying to work with a different brand of top coat and applying the Liquid Mirror over it, that's probably going to be one of your pitfalls. We have designed the Liquid Mirror to work with our ultra glossy top coat, okay? So this, in conjunction with the Liquid Mirror, this is going to give you the best application possible. If you happen to use another top coat and it works, very happy for you, awesome. If you are having a lot of issues getting the Liquid Mirror to apply properly, I would definitely recommend investing and using the ultra glossy no wipe top coat from our line, because they are designed to work together. The nice thing about the ultra glossy top coat as well is that it's got a little bit of a medium viscosity. So if you've applied your overlay and maybe there's some imperfections, some dips, or maybe like a little bit of a low point where you feel like you're going to see that break in the line of light, you can use this top coat and float a little bit of extra over the apex of the nail so that you can really reestablish that perfect layer before you go ahead and cure it. You're going to want to cure this for 60 seconds in your lamp. Make sure we have a full cure of this, because that is how the Liquid Mirror is going to stick really well. So while that top coat is curing, you can take your Liquid Mirror bottle. So this is MR05 in Peacock. This is definitely our most popular one. You can take that bottle and shake it really well. Because there's kind of chrome powder inside that volatile solution in this bottle, you want to shake it to make sure that it's really well combined, so that when you take it and you apply it, you have a really nice full application of that powder that's in that solution. So how are we putting this on, right? Once the nail comes out, I like to work with the nail as soon as it comes out of the lamp, so it's a little bit warm. That top coat is freshly cured and she is fresh out of the oven. There's 2 different ways that you can apply this, or that I like to apply it. My most favorite way is with a makeup sponge. This is a silly little CVS non-latex makeup sponge, and I like to apply a little bit of Liquid Mirror to the corner, use that to kind of dab it onto the top coat, and then I'll use the thick side to really buff it and use a lot of pressure and really kind of buff that out so it gets that nice, smooth kind of mirror finish. And that is how I achieved this guy. So if we take the corner that we've applied the Liquid Mirror to, I'll dab it all the way over, and then I'll give her a good buff like this, kind of really rub it in, use some pressure, because that's going to help really kind of smooth that mirror finish out. The other way you can do it is just by taking the actual brush out of the bottle, applying it straight to the nail, and then using that same sponge to give it a really good buff. It just depends on how you like to work. For me, for some reason, I like to apply it to the tip of the sponge and apply it from there. Somehow it gives me a little bit of a better application that way. So we've applied the Liquid Mirror with the sponge, we've buffed it in really well, we've used a bit of pressure. That is pretty much all I did with this nail to get this beautiful Liquid Mirror finish. Really nice, really chromy, doesn't look foggy, looks really nice and glassy, high reflection. If you find that maybe you have a little bit of patchiness, or maybe it's looking a little bit foggy, if there's any parts where you feel like you've missed with the actual liquid mirror, you can always apply a little bit more. This doesn't have to cure, it just goes on and it evaporates. So it becomes basically your chrome finish, right? So you can always take the brush, add a little bit more and buff it in with the sponge if you need to. And there's one more tip. If you feel like it's a little bit foggy or maybe a little bit imperfect, you can actually take your sponge with a little bit of alcohol on it, get rid of like a good amount of the alcohol, and it'll just help to kind of give it a little bit more slip. It'll help add clarity to that actual chrome finish. Just a little bit of alcohol, not too much. So you've got this beautiful mirror finish now. There's lines of light are absolutely flawless. She's got great clarity. You can see that iridescence shining through. Looks like a mirror. Love it. Now, how do we seal it? There's a couple different things that I do to seal liquid mirror to make sure that it's going to last really well. One is to take a high grit nail file. So I'm using a 240 grit nail file, and I'm just lightly on a 45-degree angle filing underneath the free edge of that natural nail or the overlay itself, just to kind of like get rid of the chrome that's on the edges so that when we seal it, our gel can grip to other gel. That chrome powder sometimes can stop gel from sticking properly. So just by doing a very light kind of under file, it can kind of free up a little bit of that gel surface so that when you seal, again, that gel will grip to that gel a little bit better. Then I will take that same sponge that I applied it with and just get rid of any of the excess powder just by kind of like wiping it away here. And then I'm going to seal it with a base. This is the secret sauce. This is what really, really helps your chrome of any kind, but especially the liquid mirror. In my opinion, this helps you the most. So this is our Mega Stick base. This is our softest, stickiest base. So you take this and you're going to do a nice healthy layer all over your chrome, making sure that you really cap those edges in. And then of course, after you've cured that base layer, we're gonna go in with a layer of top coat to finish the entire manicure. Again, a nice healthy layer, really cap those edges in, cure it for a good 60 seconds, and then you're done. Do not finish file this, okay? We've capped those edges really well. We've gotten the base kind of capped around, and then we've got the top coat capped around. If we do any finish filing, it could compromise the actual seal that we've created around the chrome. So once you're done, once you cure that top coat, don't mess with it unless you've got a bit of flooding or something that's, not looking super pretty. Just leave her be. Just let her do her thing. She looks beautiful. Everything's going to be nicely capped, and you're going to have a much better chance of this actually lasting really beautifully on your client. So there you have it, a couple tips on how to get your liquid mirror to look beautiful and last a long time. As always, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, we have our cute little question box right up here. Feel free to drop your questions in there and I'll do my very best to get back to you by the end of the day. Other than that, I hope you have a really excellent rest of your week and we will see you next Sunday. Take care.